Grant Hill on opening night. 22 points.
Oh, man, what a play by Hill.
And a 29-point win drove expectations through the roof. Hill has returned from a lost season to not only score over 16 a game, but to lead the Magic in rebounding as well. Hill's successful return and the quick realization of Tracy McGrady's tremendous potential have helped Orlando fans forget about a certain franchise center. 6 games into last season, Denny Fortune was averaging 17 points and 16 rebounds a game. But foot surgery put an abrupt end to the big man's season. Fortune has returned this year to pound the boards, earning the early league lead in rebounding to go along with double-digit scoring and some much-needed toughness in Golden State's front court. A variety of issues have kept Derek Coleman from playing more than 60 games in 6 of his last 7 seasons. When Larry Brown added DC to his conference championship squad, there were doubts all around. But so far, Coleman has delivered, matching his career averages of 17 points and 9 boards per game while playing solid ball on both ends of the court. If he can rebound from the ankle injury he suffered Wednesday night and stay healthy, Coleman has a chance to be a key player deep into June. Terry Kittles is flying high.
Kittles, hard driving, slamming it down.
Right knee surgery kept Kittles sidelined for all of last season and even had him considering retirement. But K-Squared has surprised everyone this season with the strongest play of his career. The Nets' fast break offense led by Jason Kidd has benefited Kittles to the tune of 10 points and 4 rebounds per game. A bum left knee kept Penny Hardaway out of 100 games in his first 2 seasons with the Suns. This year, successful knee surgery and a stronger scoring threat at the point in Stephon Marbury have brought Penny his highest scoring average since the 97-98 season. Hardaway's return and the star child's unselfish play in the early going have some hoping this is the year the Suns' backcourt shine. Then there's the literal return of Joe Smith to the land of 10,000 lakes. After last season's under-the-table contract issues forced Smith to Detroit and the T-Wolves to forfeit 4 #1 picks in the next 5 years, the forward re-signed with Minnesota before this season.
Smith with a monster finish.
His 14 points and 7 boards a game have given the Wolves a compliment to Kevin Garnett and helped them to their 9-2 start.
In Boston, 104-95. They lead the all-time series 156-87. Last year, they took 3 of 4 against Washington. The Wizards' only victory was November 18th here at MCI Center, 109-89. Same 2 teams will play again in Boston March 10th and in D.C. the very next night. This Celtic team is in the second game of a back-to-back night. They've played 3 back-to-backs already, or at least this will be the 3rd. In their previous 2 back-to-backs, Phil, they are 0-2 in their second game.
Well, that certainly bodes well for Doug Collins and the Wizards, but going back to that game, the difference to me stands out with Antoine Walker. He played really under control. Second quarter, second half, shot the ball extremely well, was perfect, in fact, from the field, and had 15 points in the 4th quarter. Didn't force any shots and only had 1 turnover, and that was the big difference in that game.
Back on November 7th, the Celtics outscored the Wizards 22-19 in the first quarter, 26-23 in the second, 27-26 in the third, and 29-27 in the fourth. Walker backs up, shoots and scores. Antoine Walker against the Wizards, 31 points, 10 rebounds, 9 assists, a steal, and a block, and he made his only 3-point attempt in that game. Knocked out of bounds with 12 on the shot clock. Boston has lost 3 straight. They lost last night to the Raptors 91-89. They also lost back-to-back games against Atlanta. Five to shoot. The Wizards throw the ball out of bounds. Washington is 6th in the league in turnovers, committing 13 a game. The Celtics are 4th at 12.3 per contest.
Sometimes those stats can be a little deceiving. They only had 1 turnover in the first half of that Indiana game, finished the game with 10, and that's not a bad number, but the turnovers came at such critical times, and they were turned into Indiana points so quickly.
Kenny Anderson in the lane a long time, gets it to go down. Anderson in his 11th year from Georgia Tech, averaging 8.5 points, 3.5 rebounds, 5 assists a game. Against the Wizards, he had 17 points on November 7th. Oh, nice look by Whitney, but it was picked off by Battie. The Wizards' second straight turnover. Whitney kicks the ball out of bounds. And Boston's ball. In that game on November 7th, the Celtics out-rebounded the Wizards 44-38, including 13-9 on the offensive boards.
That's been a problem that we've talked about throughout this young season.
And this is an excellent rebounding Boston team. They are 5th overall in the league in boards.
That's because they have such active players. You talk about Pierce and Walker, and Battie is a strong rebounder for them as well. But very active players, quick feet, good footwork.
Hamilton scores. First Washington field goal. Richard Hamilton, who's 1 for 2 from the floor. Steve Buckhantz, Phil Chenier, glad to have you with us tonight. Hope you had a good holiday. Just a brief trip home for Washington, then on the road this week in Cleveland Tuesday, Philadelphia Wednesday, and Miami Friday. Then they'll come back home for 1 game against Orlando next Saturday, and then it's back on the road for a Texas swing.
That's the NBA for you.
Whitney's open for 3. Little strong.
Well, remember the first 3 or 4 games, Whitney couldn't miss threes. Now he's been struggling.
Nice job to get back on defense and force that errant shot by Pierce. Jordan has yet to take a shot tonight, being guarded right now by the rookie Joe Johnson. Leitner's jumper, good.
They set that up specifically to get Leitner the ball and got it to him in rhythm. Good delivery from Whitney, and he was aggressively looking to turn and shoot that ball.
Christian averaging 9.5 points a game. Johnson off the screen, in and out. Jahidi is there. Hamilton going to go all the way, lay it up and in. Beautiful move.
He could look past the defender and see that the basket was unguarded. All he had to do was get by his initial man. He had free layup.
And he doesn't often get enough credit for how fast he can move to the basket. He's a slasher. Tony Battie scores a 2-point field goal. Battie in his 5th year from Texas Tech, averaging 7 points. He had 4 points and 8 rebounds against the Wizards. Inside for Jahidi and nearly thrown away, and it is picked off. Johnson the other way. Tip up, no. Heidi is there. Hamilton going all the way. That's what I talked about. He looked to draw a foul. No foul called by Salvatore.
Wizard bench.
And Doug Collins is livid.
Yeah.
Johnson follows his own shot, misses that. Christian Leitner is there. And Doug Collins is apoplectic in front of the Wizards bench.
Yeah, and he's mad, too.
Jordan looking for his first shot. Now he takes it and misses a little bit short.
And Jordan got a little contact from Johnson on the elbow. Good team defense that time. Jahidi helping out as well as Whitney and forced the turnover.
Celtics by 2, 8-6. Now they give Jordan the ball between the circles. Hamilton lost it again off Jahidi's foot, saved in. Here's Jordan for 3. Pierce the other way on a long pass. Kenny Anderson steps inside the 3-point arc. Blocking foul called on Chris Whitney, and that will stop play. Doug Collins still off the bench up near half court now, imploring the officials, wanted to know where the foul was on Hamilton.
Close call there, but the correct call. Whitney's getting there just a split second late.
Pierce inside, short. Tipped away, Whitney came in from out, and they'll give it to Boston.
where you can step inbound, but he hadn't established both feet inbound.
The tease jumper gets the bounce.
Tony's made 2 long jumpers. That's not really his forte.
Jahidi inside off the pass. Goes up, gets fouled, no call, and makes the basket. First basket for Jahidi White, cuts it to 2. Blocked by Leitner, nice play. Kenny Anderson pulls up. Hamilton is fouled by Batiste. He comes down with it. Rip took a pretty good shot that time. Body was all twisted out of contortion.
Kenny Anderson, one of those players that had a big night in the second half in their first meeting. Can't get that jumper to go down. And like I said earlier, all 5 players have to rebound the basketball. Rip Hamilton taking that note. 3-point attempts they've missed.
And they're going to call a foul on Eric Strickland. Who has played well lately. Had 10 points against the Wizards. He had a season high of 17 against Atlanta. Nice pass. Leitner scores.
I like that play. Both players reading the defense. They stepped out and only a slim room to get that pass through, but Whitney got it through.
Walker spins on Leitner, pulls up, shoots, misses. And Jahidi has another rebound, his 3rd. White averaging almost 5 rebounds a game. Popeye Jones leads the team in that category at 7.7. Jordan fadeaway, got it. MJ is at 26.8 points a game. He's 3rd in the league in scoring behind Kobe and Shaq right now. Long 2-point field goal for Strickland. Well, the other day went 3 for 3. Wizards briefly had their first lead of the game. Inside Michael off the glass, still too strong. Jahidi tipped it out of bounds to Boston.
That pass was right there. I don't know if Jordan just mistimed it and didn't handle it correctly at first, so shot a little strong on the glass, but they had Pierce in a bad defensive position. He was trying to guard against the pick, and they just tagged Jordan.
Vitaly Potapico is in the game. He did not play against the Wizards November 7th. Strickland fires again. This time he misses. Collins will bring Popeye Jones into the contest. Hamilton. Tipped by Leitner and a loose ball foul on Christian Leitner. Went up over the top of Milt Palacio. And Jahidi comes out, did a nice job. First personal on Leitner. Here's another look.
I like this aggressive play. He comes over the back trying to get the offensive rebound. That's where you want your big men to pick up fouls if they're going to pick them up on the boards.
Good help by Popeye on the switch. Leaves Potapico open, but he shoots and misses. That's how a veteran works on defense, right, Phil? You see that guy switch, you go out and help him out.
Move those feet on defense. That's right.
Collision at the top of the key. Hamilton drives and gets the short jumper that bounced out. Boy, I thought that was going to fall. Strickland all the way. Potapico baseline, in and out. Game still tied at 12.
Potapico went down.
Nice pass from Jordan to Popeye.
Seeing some good interior passing right now from the Wizards. Whitney early on, and that one from Jordan.
Walker scores.
So tough. That time using the left hand, warding off the defender with the right arm, clearing some space and shooting the ball with the left hand.
Walker 3 for 5 from the floor. Jordan goes all the way, looks for the foul, doesn't get it. Potapico the rebound. Walker spins, nowhere to go. They whip it to Pierce for an open J. Too strong. Good position by Popeye Jones.
Right now, good team defense. They're rotating very well, sharp and crisp.
I say by slam by Hamilton. And O'Brien wants time. Wizards playing great defense and getting it stoked up on the offensive end as well. 2:03 to go in the quarter and a timeout on the floor. Washington 60. Davis pops, little strong. Popeye, the rebound and the putback. Popeye leads the Wizards in scoring. It's 7.7 per game. He has 6 points and 4 rebounds tonight. Jordan goes for the steal, and a foul will be called, I believe, on Michael Jordan.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's on Jordan, but good play by Kwame to follow the play and get the block to make sure there's no possible three-point play. Kwame, one of those players we talked about, they just seem more alert, more active tonight at both ends of the court. Good movement. They're starting to move in sync, knowing each other. We've seen some good passes that led to easy baskets. So let's hope this play continues. You know, they've been struggling. Seems like the last 5 or 6 games they've had at least one quarter where they faltered.
Against Indiana, it was the third quarter where they scored 25 points, but they gave up 35. And that was the difference right there. Jordan is 1 of 6. He started slow against the Pacers as well, but finished with 21 points in that game. That's blocked. Pierce got a hold of that one. Walker the other way and missed it. Popeye fights with Kwame for the rebound. 5 rebounds for Jones. Low post for Courtney Alexander. Fadeaway jumper. Can't get the roll. Milt Palacio runs the break. Courtney does a nice job to get back and hound him. Popeye's locked up with Antoine Walker.
Good effort defensively by Courtney that time.
Cross court for Joe Johnson, who's got the baseline jumper and misses. Christian Laettner up off the Washington bench. 6 seconds to shoot. Popeye is going to have to put up a wild shot. Jordan is there for the follow. Can't get it to fall. Some of his toughest attempts have come off the glass.
Yeah. You talking about Jordan?
Yeah, where he's not gauged it quite properly and has missed some pretty relatively easy inside shots.
Well, he's put the English the wrong way. The ball spun off the glass. Yeah.
Oh, nice backdoor again. How many times have we seen that tonight?
Alexander with a great move and Laettner with a good look to spot it.
Boy, the legs are sharp right now for the Wizards.
First basket for Courtney Alexander in his second year from Fresno State. Pierce drives, kicks it to Strickland. He takes the long jumper and misses. Jordan, outstanding position.
Just moved Battie right out of the way, kept him on his back.
Boston has missed all 9 of their 3-point shots. Jordan in the lane, fade away, got it. 4 points for MJ. Largest lead of the game for the Wizards. Walker works free and gets the kind bounce. 8 points for Antoine Walker. Jordan's jumper.
Well, I tell you, their timing on offense has been very much improved. Players are coming off the pick, receiving the ball when they're open. Passes are being there. Good job.
Palacio answers. Michael Jordan started 1 of 8, but he's made his last 2 shots. Alexander's open for a jump shot. Wizards are getting good looks at the basket.
They are. They're executing their offense well. They're also doing the job defensively, helping out. This might be the liveliest we've seen them all year.
Jordan going into the paint, lays it off for Alexander. Look for Courtney in the low post with Strickland on. Whistle and a defensive 3-second violation. Will result in a technical foul shot by Washington, and they'll get the ball back with 14 on the shot clock. First free throw attempt of the game for Washington, Phil. Technical foul shot by Leitner. Hubert Davis. Washington with its largest lead of the game, 8 points. Offensive foul called on Bachie. Good defense by Leitner.
That's always interesting to me when they make that call, because you have the player reaching over the shoulder. They don't get that, but they get the player pushing the arm away.
Alexander missed it. Nice pass from Jordan. Walker the other way. Nearly traveled. Knocked out of bounds. Wizards ball. Wizards had 3 turnovers in the first 4 minutes tonight, but just 1 in the last 17 minutes. And none in this quarter.
And they're forcing some turnovers on their counterparts. Boston has 8 turnovers for the game. But they've gotten back on defense. Even though Courtney missed that last shot, hustled back on defense, eventually forced the turnover when Boston had the possession. That
was Walter McCarty, who did not play against the Wizards the last time these teams met on November 7th. Clear it for Jordan. Underneath. Beautiful play. Eight points for Michael Jordan. Started 1 of 8, but he's 3 for 3 since then. Patopico with nowhere to go. Now they go inside. Walker's fouled and score it. Against Indiana, 18. Double team on Alexander. They switch. Now Davis for 3. Walker for 3.
He's feeling it. That was him howling, coming down the far side of the court, and Pierce quickly responded and got the ball to him. That's the first 3-pointer tonight made.
They had missed all 9 of their 3-point attempts. Alexander fouled as Walker reached in and slapped him, but they'll call it on McCarty. Antoine Walker, the only player in the league last year to finish in the top 20 in points, rebounds, assists, and steals.
Well, there you see him setting up, hitting the first 3 of the game. Like you mentioned, Steve, Boston 1 for 10 now.
Wizards throw the ball away. Leitner trying to get it to Popeye. Errant pass, and he couldn't quite reach it. Celtics are 5-5 on the season. They've lost 3 straight. McCarty for 3. Well, tipped and taken by Pierce, who scores. And the Wizards' 8-point lead is down to 2, and Doug Collins wants time.
Play that we've seen at both ends.
Kwame Brown is there for the follow and the foul.
and from a variety of players. Kwame Brown coming off the bench, Courtney Alexander, Popeye Jones. These guys doing a good job of being active at defensive end and offensive end. You see Popeye position himself. Kwame getting the loose ball and getting the putback.
Kwame has made 11 of 15 free throws on the season. At his career high against Golden State, which was 10. Nice looking stroke for the 6'11" rookie from Glenn Academy High School in Brunswick, Georgia. Walker and Pierce have 15 of the Celtics' 19 points in this quarter and the last 8. Stripped away by Jordan, and they call a foul. It's on Kwame Brown. His first personal. Here's another look.
Well, as a defensive player, you got to know when to pull back. It looked like Pierce was really in an awkward position to try and get that shot off. Not a lot of contact, however, but even so, Kwame Brown picks up the foul and sends Pierce to the line.
Kwame Brown and Popeye Jones will come out, and Doug Collins will reinsert Chris Whitney and Hubert Davis. Jim O'Brien will get Joe Johnson, the rookie, back into the game. He had a career-high 23 against Milwaukee in his first start earlier this season when he went 9 of 12 from the field.
The Wizards have a small line. They got to make sure if Pierce misses this, they secure the rebound.
But Joe Johnson has missed all 5 of his field goal attempts tonight, has just 1 point. Shot clock is off. Joe Johnson called for holding Michael Jordan. And that will send MJ to the line to shoot 1 plus the penalty. Jordan, an 83% free throw shooter on the season, has hit 63 of 76 coming into this game.
I don't think that was part of Boston's defensive strategy to commit that foul there and send them to the line with 6.8 seconds to go.
MJ 6 points in the last 4 minutes of play. Popeye Jones back in for Chris Whitney, and Bobby Simmons will come in for Richard Hamilton. 38-year-old Michael Jordan will be 39 on February 18th.
Now all you want to do is make them consume this 6.8 seconds, bringing it up court, make them change directions.
Palacio fadeaway, missed it, and that is the end of an exciting first half of basketball in Washington. Michael Jordan with 10 points to lead the Wizards, and Antoine Walker 14 points on 6 of 11 shooting, 6 boards and 2 assists. But at the half, the Wizards on top of the Celtics by 5, 44-39. Fixing Kwame Brown 5 points.
Hey, that's a pretty good balance there if you stop and think about it. It's a low-scoring game, but good balance.
Check the Celtics leaders for you. Antoine Walker had 14. Paul Pierce with 9. Palacio off the bench with 6. And Tony Battie 5. Underway third quarter, Steve Buckhantz, Phil Chenier, as the Wizards try to snap an 8-game losing streak. Pierce is fouled by Whitney, and that'll be number 4 on him.
Well, Paul Pierce tried to move in an area where there was no space, and Whitney feels like he had his position there. Well, he kind of reached in with the arm. You're going to get that foul called every time.
And they did. Number 4 on Chris Whitney. Pierce drives, lost it off his foot, and a turnover, Boston. They had 8 turnovers in the first half that led to 6 Washington points, but boy, That's very uncharacteristic for this squad, who averages 12 turnovers a game. Hamilton, Whitney, Jordan, Leitner, and White for Washington. Chris drives, kicks it out to Rip Hamilton. Runner, good.
Well, they're making moves, trying to get in the middle, forcing the defense to make adjustments, kicking the ball out, and then, once again, attacking inside. Good move by Rip.
10 points for Richard Hamilton. Pierce spins on Jordan. Michael trying to knock it away. He's in the lane. Now they flip it out for the jumper, no good. Hamilton streaking 1-on-2. Waits for help, now finds Whitney, and he'll back it out. Leitner trying to go inside. Pass was telegraphed and stolen. Bettee the other way. Lays it in.
Well, with the results that transpired, I'm sure that Doug Collins would have much preferred Leitner to go ahead and shoot that open shot. He had Jahidi in good position for rebounding.
Jordan will try one. That's off the mark. Tipped up by Jahidi. Couldn't handle it. Knocked out by Boston.
Well, not many turnovers by Washington, but there Leitner passes up a shot, tries to make the pass. It results in a turnover, and Bettee converts the basket at the other end.
Back to live action. Jordan's inbound is picked off, and Johnson is up ahead for an easy slam. Michael tried to get it to Chris Whitney, but his pass was just not quite sharp enough and stolen. Whitney short. Boston's within 3. Bettee guarded by White. Spins on him. Jumper.
Again, shot challenged. Tough shot by Bettee.
7 rebounds for Michael Jordan. Hamilton. Pass to Jahidi is hammered, and he'll shoot 2. Cross court for Kenny Anderson's open jumper. Missed it badly. Had to force it with the defense coming at him, but man.
Well, it was enough of an open shot that he didn't have to shoot it that bad.
Jordan underneath for Jahidi, can't handle it. Boston comes away with it. Walker, here he is for 3. Boy, Jordan with an incredible job to try to save it and keep it away from those Celtic players. And the last thing you want to see is Michael Jordan dive into the seats.
Well, some of the fans might like that, especially if they're sitting there.
One way to get close.
I don't think Doug Collins would like that.
No. Wizards have to take advantage of this poor Boston shooting. Hamilton, bounce pass, off a leg, out of bounds. They'll give it to the Wizards. Michael Jordan's 8 rebounds in the game leads both teams. Whitney with 4 personals. Jordan back to Whitney. Swings it for Hamilton. Leitner, baseline jumper. Excellent play.
Good ball movement. Leitner is perfect from the field. That's his 4th field goal. He's 4 for 4, but just excellent ball movement. Whitney picks up the assist.
Gotta swing it and find the open man and hope he makes the shot. Wizards switch now. Leitner, nice job to knock it away from Pierce.
Again, they're making their switches very aggressively and assertively and leaving very little room to get those passes through.
Anderson reaches. Whitney reached in, and now Anderson fouls Whitney. Chris has been active like that all night. He's got called for a few of them, but that time he got the steal.
Hamilton gets some credit as well. He's the one that doubled over on him. Watch Hamilton come into your picture right there. They tie him up. Anderson loses the ball. Boy, I tell you, they've got a slew of highlights at both ends that these players can look at to see what they did to make the difference.
Nice pass. Reverse layup to beauty. Michael Jordan. Walker works free, and he's called for traveling.
Traveling or charge?
I think an
Pushed off on Laettner, yeah.
Offensive foul on Walker. He's not happy with Violet Palmer.
But watch this move, backdoor cut. We've seen it over and over. Left hand reverse layup. Beautiful shot.
As Airness takes to the skies. Jordan with a great move. Passes for Laettner. Whistle and a 3-second violation on Washington.
And Laettner is perfect, 4 for 4, and that's what I'm saying. You know, and I gotta believe that Jordan is telling them, hey, go ahead and release the shot. You know,
I
you
think
shoot
Doug
the ball
Collins is saying
well.
the same thing, Phil.
Yeah. And that's where he comes into the picture. They got him the ball, look to be aggressive and take your shot.
Wizards by 9. Looking for Petit. They go to Pierce for 3. How about that? Boston saved it in after Laettner had position.
Series of passes that were touched by a number of players.
Hamilton dumps it off for White. Fouled inside, and he'll shoot 2 more. Defensive breakdown there stops an 8-0 Washington run. Wizards have really played well in transition tonight. Hamilton lost it, had it stolen by Patopico. Walker inside, fouled by Whitney, and that'll be number 5 on Chris Whitney.
Head turn, you get burned.
In the first 19 minutes of the game, MJ was 1 for 8. In the last 11, he's 4 for 6 for 10 points. He's got 12 overall and 8 rebounds tonight as Walker makes the first free throw. The last Wizards/Bullets team to start the season 2-9 was in 1980-81. Wizards have lost to Detroit, Boston, Golden State, Seattle, Milwaukee, Utah, Charlotte, and Indiana in this 8-game slide. Looking to snap it tonight. Laettner jump hop and hits, and has he missed yet?
No, he's a perfect 5 for 5. And that's why we were suggesting get a few more shots off. Even if you don't shoot 100%, he's got the range, he's got the rhythm going.
Walker, here's Palacio for 3. Milt Palacio, his 11th three-pointer in 19 attempts this season. He's 5th in the league in that category in terms of accuracy. That cuts it to 6. Hubert Davis spots open and scores. Carolina to Carolina. In and out, rebound Jahidi White. McCarty couldn't get the jumper.
Yeah, I think that pass really was intended for Palacio.
Davis flashes inside for White. Great pass.
Another assist. That time coming from Davis with the left hand, but the penetration set it all up.
Jim O'Brien wants time. Here comes Hamilton. Rip stops, pops, and can't get the roll.
I believe that was Jahidi that came up with the block.
I think it was. Strickland free from 16, rims it. Laettner got hurt. Leitner is wincing. He's holding his shoulder down. He's hurt it before this season, but he can't even lift it right now. He can barely lift it. See if he plays through it. Drives. Lays it off for Hamilton's jumper. Missed it. Tipped out of bounds by Leitner. They'll give it to Washington. Well, the way Leitner came across the timeline, I didn't think he was going to be able to continue.
Yeah.
Fresh 24, the Wizards reset. Jordan, nowhere to go. Kicks it out for Davis. Plenty of time still. Davis, good defense. Draws the contact.
Back, no whistle.
And a jump ball will be called, and they're going to call a loose ball foul on Washington. It's on Leitner.
Oh. They missed the shooting
Yeah,
foul.
they really ddid, because Hubert Davis got him up in the air, and that's what he's talking to Monty McCutcheon about. Take another look.
It gives them 2 fakes, and Palacio at that point had pretty much committed himself and was leaning into the offensive player.
Now, normally when the ball's wedged like that, it's a jump ball, but they called a foul on Christian Leitner, loose ball variety. Looking for Hamilton down low. Now the time clock is down to 7. Nice pass. MJ off the glass. Can't get the roll. Nearly stolen. Strickland the other way. Stolen by Davis. Ahead to Jordan. Up and in. And he's fouled.
I don't think Jordan heard the whistle, and neither did I. Well, we've seen some very solid defense and some excellent passing. Defensively, watch this block by Jahidi coming over. Pierce makes a beautiful move. Jahidi comes into the picture at the last minute from the weak side for the block and denies Pierce that easy two.
14 points in the game for MJ. 9 rebounds. He's made both of his free throws. Largest lead of the game for the Wizards, 13 points. They're on a 7-0 run. Lost it, stolen. Popeye Jones in the game for the Wizards. Underneath Jahidi off the pass. Lost it out of bounds. Michael smiles as he comes out of the game, replaced by Courtney Alexander. A nifty pass to Jahidi. He just couldn't hang on to it.
Well, you still got to try to reward Jahidi. He's been making some excellent plays defensively. That was a hard pass to handle anyway. He did handle the pass, but I think for Topico, it looked like he was the one that knocked it loose.
He did. He slapped it away. Into the corner. The long jumper in and out. Taken by Washington. Wizards try to build on this 13-point lead. Hamilton. Alexander, the jumper, no good. Inside, Antoine Walker, who's been quiet, drives, fouled, and will go to the line. Fouled by Courtney Alexander. 18 points in the game for Antoine Walker, who had his season high against the Wizards, 31 back on November 7th. Paul Pierce whistled for a foul. And the Wizards will be shooting with 1:06 to play in the period. Joe Johnson, 1 of 8 from the floor tonight. Popeye Jones a little out of his range. Hamilton shoots. That's short. Pierce the rebound. 23 seconds to play in the quarter. 2.5 second difference on the game in shot clocks. Shot clock at 3. Anderson drives. Blocked by Popeye. And off Alexander's leg, and that is a 24-second violation.
Well, you can't say enough about how well they've played defensively as a team. We've talked about the importance of team defense, and Doug Collins talks about that all the time, and that's what we've seen tonight. They've helped each other out. They've made their switches clearly. They've not allowed any open shots.
4 seconds to go. Hamilton the whole way. That's blocked. Final slam, no good by Jahidi. Nice effort. So the Wizards end the quarter on a 9-2 run in the last 5 minutes. Jordan with 15 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists. And Washington holds Boston to 13 points in the period, outscoring the Celtics 21-13. Coming back for the 4th and final quarter from the MCI Center. Wizards have won every quarter tonight. 20-18, 24-21, 21-13. Nice pass to Popeye underneath Jahidi. Up strong. Score.
Very strong. Didn't have a lot of room to work with, but what little he had, he made a little bit more room.
Largest lead of the game, 15 points for the Wizards. And on the pass, they call a foul on Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan called for his second personal foul, team's first.
9 seconds to shoot. Big bucket, 3-pointer for Antoine Walker. 21 points in the game.
Now, I think the key is to make sure you tighten up on Antoine. Don't let him get started.
That was his second 3-pointer of the night. He's 2 of 5. Hubert Davis drives, short jumper, pulled down and off of Washington. And now Violet Palmer's coming over to talk to Bennett Salvador. I think she may try to give the ball back to the Wizards. Salvador signaling Boston ball. It will be their ball. You be the official.
Well, it looked like Pierce knocked it out of Popeye's hand. Not to mention coming over the back to do that.
Pierce inside, lays it up, short, draws the foul. Points, he had 9 in the second quarter. So he's been fairly quiet. But the Wizards with a backcourt violation. The lead is 10. It was 15 a moment ago.
Doug trying to get his troops to make sure they continue playing with the alertness and the sharpness that they have played throughout the first 3 quarters.
Jordan with a bump before the shot went up. The foul will be on MJ. And it'll be Boston ball on the side, but very quickly Washington working into team foul trouble.
Well, there Pierce gets the baseline. There you see the bump from Jordan. And the other 4 players were not in a position to help because they were spread out so far around the perimeter.
Leitner coming back in the game. Pierce turns and shoots and hits. And the lead is 8. Alexander drives, throws it away, but it's tipped.
Looks like it was tipped by one of the Celtics. Didn't see which one, but
Leitner comes out, and a huge round of applause, including a fist shake from Doug Collins for Jahidi White.
Absolutely. 9 rebounds and 10 points.
Popeye inside. Score the goal. He's fouled on the play. Good look from MJ.
Challenge that shot.
Big 3-point play for Popeye Jones, who has 9 points. That halts a 7-0 Boston run. Jumper, missed everything. Wizards are there. Washington by 11. Leitner, no good. Popeye up and in.
He fought off one of the defenders trying to box him out and reached up with the right hand to tip it in.
Petit will try it. Miss it. Davis is there. Hubert Davis. Tipped by Popeye. Saved by Courtney Alexander. Listen to this crowd. Jordan. A little short. Here come the Celtics 3-on-2. A tremendous collision as Pierce was fouled from behind by Alexander.
Well, that tells you how this team is hustling. Courtney missed the shot, but he hustled to get back in the play. May have committed the foul, but certainly didn't give up any easy layup.
They got it on Hubert Davis, Phil. And there's a timeout on the floor. Wizards have outscored the Celtics 42-20 in the paint. Air ball. Steve Buckhantz with Phil Chenier. Our game produced by Chris Drain tonight, directed by Doug Yulacki. And our entire Comcast Sportsnet crew on hand. Offensive foul, it's called on Popeye Jones. His first personal.
They tried to camouflage that. They had Jordan setting a pick for Leitner, but then Popeye snuck down and set a pick for Jordan. He just got Pierce a little too hard and too aggressively.
13-point Wizard lead. Boston has lost 3 in a row to Atlanta twice and Toronto last night. This is their third back-to-back game of the season. They have yet to win in the second game of the back-to-back games previous to this. 0-2. Wizards are getting set to play the next 7 of 8 games on the road. Courtney drives to Hubert Davis. Leitner. Jordan. And 3 seconds called on Washington.
I think Popeye, again, was anticipating Leitner shooting that shot.
2 turnovers in a row for the Wizards. The first one was not costly. Let's see where this one winds up. Wizards with 3 turnovers in the quarter. Both teams have 14 for the game. Tipped away by Courtney Alexander, but taken by Pierce. Walker missed it.
They're fighting for inside position and fighting for rebounds. They took that one away. Courtney did from Patafico.
Jordan has 15 points in the game. Hubert Davis springs free. Got it. Nothing but net.
There's that time that we talked about. As soon as he curled off that pick, the ball was delivered in his rhythm. He was able to catch and shoot.
The pride of Lake Braddock High School in Burke, Virginia. Pierce gets the roll. 15 for Pierce. The lead 13. You see the time remaining, 6:47. Davis again gets Jordan. Michael's open for the shot. Good. Gets Jordan. Michael's open for the shot. Good. 17 for Jordan. Rebounds for Michael Jordan to go along with 17 points. Davis Finds Popeye. They reset. Hubert drives off a Celtic leg with 10 seconds to shoot. Doug Collins wants time, and I think it's a very smart one as well.
Jordan. Nice defense. He couldn't get it to go. MJ's having a heck of a night. 17 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists.
He's hit 6 of 11 field goals after starting 1 of 8. Nice job by Alexander to knock it away. Kendrick Brown
working hard.
Walker pulls up. How good is he? He shoots that, as I said in Boston, like he's shooting a free throw.
Yep. He has such a soft touch for a big man.
Washington by 12. Walker has 24. Nice pass. Courtney blocked. Blocked by Kendrick Brown. Patopico got it.
That's the time to make sure they close out strong.
Collins will get Rip Hamilton back in the game. Here come the fans at MCI Center. 20,674. And a foul on Antoine Walker as he reached in on Christian Laettner. That's 3 on Walker. And they'll bring Courtney Alexander out. I know Collins was mad at him for taking that last jump shot, but you got to give him credit for the defense.
He has been working extremely hard defensively, hustling back into plays.
Keeping jump balls alive off the glass.
Absolutely. And, of course, he's a player that has really been struggling, so it's good to see this kind of effort coming from him and intensity.
Laettner open. Got it. 13 points for Christian Laettner on 6 of 7 shooting. Collins imploring his team, no fouls. Pierce off the screen. Good. 3-pointer from Paul Pierce. They can shoot him in their sleep. 18 points for Pierce. Boy, again, Walker trying to reach in on Laettner. Hamilton, no good. Popeye trying to keep it alive, can't. The lead is 9. Walker again. No good. Laettner's there. That was a huge miss. Collins wants time, and Jordan calls it.
Laettner goes by him. Now watch him curl to the basket. Get the back door. Pierce had his head turned. Reverse layup with the left hand. Jordan 17-point leading 4 other players, I should say, in double figures for Washington.
Back live, Jordan with a near steal after a missed shot. Celtics. Michael comes up, nearly comes up with a steal again. Into the corner. Kendrick Brown, way short. Palacio is there and puts it in. The lead is 7, down from 15. Boston on a 12-4 run. Double team on Jordan. Davis for the jumper. Missed it. Laettner is there. And he's fouled by Pierce. MJ, Popeye, he'll take the jumper, miss it. Tipped up, out of bounds by Laettner, and Violet Palmer says Boston ball. Collins looked at Jordan and asked him if he needed a rest. Michael said, I'm all right. Palacio, what a move!
They can't start playing tentatively. That time defensively, they backed off Palacio, which allowed him to get that shot off. He had nowhere to go.
Palacio is 7 for 10 and has 15 points. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Jordan. Here comes a double team. Nowhere to go. Lays it off for Hamilton. Spins. Picked up by Boston. Palacio scores! Collins wants time. How do you like that? Sellout crowd urging their Wizards on as Washington tries to snap an 8-game losing streak. Wizards have committed 4 turnovers in the quarter.
Steve Buckhantz, Phil Chenier. Less than 2 minutes to play in regulation. Wizards by 3. Jordan. Double team. Forces it. Won't fall. Hamilton's there. Davis. And they'll reset it. Michael baseline. Lost the dribble. Looks to shoot. Lays it off Hamilton. He pops. That's partially blocked. And taken down by Antoine Walker.
All of a sudden, what we're seeing is they're going one-on-one. They're not getting those cuts that we saw early in the game.
Palacio. Tipped up. Taken by Popeye.
Well, big rebound.
Gigantic rebound. Fans on their feet at MCI Center. Jordan, blocked. Blocked by Pierce. Unbelievable three-pointer by Paul Pierce. And this game, incredibly, is tied at 78. And 40 seconds. Hamilton.
Big rebound by Hamilton that time.
Doug Collins saying play for 1 shot. Give it to Jordan, play for 1.
Well, this is what you pay your money for here.
Jordan fade away. No good. We're going overtime. And 15 to play. They still led by 12 with 4:40 left, and then Boston went on a 12-0 run.
First overtime game of the year for the Wizards. Hamilton drives to the paint. Davis for 3. No good. Popeye is there, and a loose ball foul called on Washington.
It's on Popeye Jones.
Boy, they've got to turn this thing up and get back to that tenacious kind of defense we saw pushing off Popeye Jones underneath the basket.
Walker spins. Missed it.
.24 points in the game for Antoine Walker. Leitner, jumper, got it! 15 points for Christian Leitner on 7 of 8 shooting.
Walker, no good. Popeye with a huge rebound. Jordan played him tough D that time.
Didn't give an inch.
9 rebounds for making 10 for Popeye Jones. Paul Pierce sticking to Michael Jordan like glue. Davis double. Leitner again. No good. Rip Hamilton is there.
Well, he's come up with several key rebounds in this since the third quarter.
8 rebounds for Hamilton. Needs some help. Davis, jumper, got it!
Lost 3 straight, twice to Atlanta, once last night to Toronto. And as you know, the Wizards have dropped 8 in a row. Pierce spins, has to throw it up, and he's fouled. The third, and has 13 here in the fourth. Make it 14. Washington by 2 with 2:47 to play. Steve Buckhantz, Phil Chenier. And this has been a doozy. Celtics took 3 of 4 from the Wizards last year. Jordan inside, lays it up, missed it. Palacio drives. No good. Tip taken by Kendrick Brown. Walker. Antoine kicks it out to Pierce for 3. Credit Hamilton with knocking that one away.
He's got 8 rebounds. Didn't get his 9th, but he certainly didn't let Boston get their hands on that rebound.
Doug Collins calls time.
Let's see what they do this possession now.
The last Boston lead was when they were up 10-8 midway through the first quarter.
This is a rather large possession for the Wizards. Give and go. Popeye got hammered and fouled.
Nifty two-man game between Popeye and Hubert Davis. You saw that shovel bounce pass between the two defenders. There it is right there. Antoine Walker steps over but doesn't give Popeye the room to make his move and picks up the foul.
4th personal on Walker. Trying to get it to Jordan. Good Boston defense. Now MJ has it. Lays it out for Davis. 2 to shoot. Didn't get it off.
Yeah, you got to give Paul Pierce a lot of credit. He's staying right with Jordan, not allowing him to get anything easy, challenging all of his shots. And that time, somewhat disrupted Washington's offense.
Palacio kicks it out for Kendrick Brown. Big basket for Kendrick Brown, the rookie from Okaloosa Walton Community College in Florida.
Tied at 82. Hamilton lays it off. Jordan's jumper, no good.
Stripped away by Jordan. Off Palacio's leg. Wizards ball.
It looked like Palacio had made up his mind he was going to take that ball all the way to the basket. See him kind of warding Jordan off, keeping him on his back, but Jordan gets a piece of it, reaching across.
That's the Celtics' first turnover in the last 16 minutes since late in the third quarter.
And you can see the other two players, Hubert Davis, Rip Hamilton, hustling back to get into play to make sure they get back on defense. And that's the kind of intensity that we've seen throughout most of this game. Like I said, I thought the last 6 minutes of the fourth quarter, they got a little tentative, maybe watching the clock a little bit too much to try and break this 8-game losing streak. But as we all know in this league, you got to go out and take your win.
That was an enormous defensive play by Jordan. Just enormous. And now they must come down and convert. You've got to give a lot of credit to Boston. Their defense has been unbelievable late in the fourth and in the overtime.
Yeah. Well, both teams have come back and played very strong defense in this overtime period. So now with Washington having possession, we'll see what they do to execute their offense. And that's something that was going so well for them the first 3 quarters. They were execute. They had faith in their offense. They were sending cutters down the middle, getting some backdoor plays and some layups. And really, Boston's defense at that point was kind of slow out of the blocks. But they have picked it up and somewhat stymied Washington's offense.
Including Jordan, who has missed his last 6 shots. He started the game 1 for 8. Then he went through a nice stretch where he hit 6 of 10. But he's 0 for 6 in his last 6 field goal attempts. Less than a minute to go. Jordan lost it going up. Tipped away, taken by Boston.
Once again, Popeyes going to need some help.
Pierce, way short. Jordan saves it.
Good save. Popeye did not let him get that three-pointer off. Pierce wanted it.
There may have been some contact. Pierce wanted a foul.
Oh, they've been letting him have contact all game long.
Davis looking for somebody. Knocked out of bounds by Pierce with 9 to shoot and 15 and 7/10 seconds on the game clock. Fans on their feet at the MCI Center, as is Jim O'Brien and Doug Collins. Jordan to inbound. Hamilton. Leitner takes the jumper. Yeah! Huge jumper! He's been doing it all night!
Boy, what a big shot this is. This time they swing it over. Again, he's just kind of moving out to the wing there. Potapico late in making the transition. The open shot by Leitner, he puts it down. And that's how he's going to get most of his offense. You see him just flare to the side there. They have the double team up top. He flares to the side. He has the spacing and the opening he needs. Puts the shot down. Big shot by Christian Leitner.
He has missed just 2 shots all night long, 8 of 10, and has 17 points.
But they still have 8.5 seconds
exactly
to make sure they come away with this win. You don't want to allow this team to get a good look at the basket, and you really don't want to let them have a look at the three, because they will take that shot.
And they'll knock it down. In Boston, Leitner missed just 4 shots, 13 of 17. Tonight, 8 of 10. Overall, against the Celtics in 2 games, he's 21 of 27, shooting 78%, and has 46 points in 2 games.
Look to see Washington defensively switch out everything aggressively, hopefully like we saw in the first half.
8.6 seconds to play in overtime. Stolen by Hamilton on the inbound, and he's fouled. How big was that play?
Well, getting so much criticism over his first couple of years about defense. Rip comes up with a defensive play there, not allowing Boston to even get in their offense, challenging the pass, gets a piece of it, and pulls it down.
He needs 1 to put him up by 3, and 2 to put it out of reach.
Haven't seen much from Kenny Anderson, though.
Hamilton, 5 of 19 from the floor, but he's got 13 points, make it 14. 8 rebounds, 6 assists, and a gigantic steal.
All contributing with a lot of energy and intense play. Got to take time off the clock.
Palacio, short jumper, got it. 4 seconds to play. And Doug Collins calls timeout. Washington by 2. Let's bring the ball in. Maybe this is a new rule on an inbound.
That's what they're doing.
It is. We've deduced the answer. Leitner. Hamilton.
Ooh, whoa.
and gets fouled with 0.5 of a second. He nearly
close to stepping on that half-court line. Of course, you can't go in the backcourt.
That's what Jim O'Brien is saying.
The Celtics, here on Walter McCarty, it says fourth personal foul penalty.
Take another look.
Well, they had to get this ball inbound quickly, try to commit the foul there, and he was well enough away that it would have been a...
And I will say this, he used every second of those 5 seconds to get the ball in.
4.9.
Again, it's a 3-point lead. Wizards have made all 15 of their free throws tonight, including Jahidi White, who I believe hit 4 of them.
That's right. Now, how important are those free throws, right?
And they make all 16. They're the number 2 free throw shooting team in the league, and that's going to do it. The Washington Wizards have snapped their 8-game losing streak. Our Dodge player of the game, Christian Laettner, who had a spectacular performance tonight, missing just 2 shots and hitting a huge basket to give the Wizards the lead. 17 points for Laettner, and for Michael Jordan, finishes with 17 points as well. The Wizards snapped their 8-game losing streak. Boston's lost 4 in a row. Washington improves to 3-9.
Boy, a good win. They kind of took a little bit of the starch out by losing that lead in the 4th, but it was good to secure the win and break this drought.